What is good, everybody? It is your boys, the Devine Sports Gospel, Matt and Mike Devine. We are here, and we're glad to be here because Roki Sasaki, the man, the myth, the legend, has made his final three, and it's the Los Angeles Dodgers, like we all knew it was going to be, the Toronto Blue Jays, Canada's only team, the finest Canadian team, and then the Pods, baby. Hey, the Pods have life in the Roki Sasaki sweepstakes. If you were to ask me 7 days ago, a week ago, I thought we were cooked. I was going to say 5%. We got life. Mike Devine, how we living?
Living good, brother. Living good. No complaints. Excited to be in the mix. Looking forward to watching everything play out. I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic, relatively nervous, but there's a lot of things that have kind of transpired today. It really picked up. This morning, woke up, and it felt like all day there was just nonstop news going on.
Damn, today was crazy.
Start to dwindle off. Some rumors heat up, some videos of someone who is or isn't Sasaki. No one really knows, but at Petco Park wearing some Padres gear. If it wasn't Sasaki, it would be very, very, very odd.
Yeah, that's Sasaki.
Players,
that's 100% Sasaki.
For all of those players to be huddled around watching a bullpen in the off season, I'm telling you, it was great to see. But again, man, it's like, are we just getting our hopes up so much for something that might hurt us in the end? That's life.
Yeah, that was deep. On the bright side, I am super excited to, be live tonight, to be talking about this stuff. Shout out everybody in the chat. I see all the homies coming through right now. What up, Jennifer? We're going to be talking a lot about Roki. That's kind of what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about our guy, Bobby Fastballs, Robert Suarez on the trade market. But this is a Roki episode. And guess what? If he doesn't sign with us, we'll look back. We'll be like, damn, we really got our hopes up. But there's also, that's what being a sports fan is all about. Hey, it's fun to get your hopes up. That's what it's all about. Hey, if the Padres land this guy, this will be the biggest free agent signing since Manny Machado. And possibly, with where our franchise is at right now, competitive-wise, might be up 1A, 1B. Because what we need with Roki Sasaki leaving at 23 and not 25, he's not getting paid an insane amount of money. He's going to be making league min, kind of like how Shohei did with the Angels. You get a pitcher like Roki with all the crazy shit that's going on with the Pods. You put him in our rotation at league minimum. Everything changes. Everything changes. It goes from the Padres outlook being shit. Hopefully we can re-sign Michael King or Dylan. Everything changes if we get this guy, Mike. And like I said, you can get your hopes up. You can do this or that. I'm gonna get my hopes up. And if my heart gets broken, so be it. Shout out Oceanside. Everybody in the chat, let us know where you're at. Appreciate all you guys. What up? What up? Cautiously optimistic. I hate Bob Nightingale. I don't blame you. The Bob Nightingale tweet, if you guys didn't see that, Bob Nightingale, MLB reporter, well known for messing up reports on Twitter, said the Padres are cautiously optimistic about getting Roki Sasaki. I have something on that. No shit, right? Like, unless they hear they're out. I mean, dude, they brought all the guns in. They had Ethan Salas catching this guy. They went to dinner with Manny at Manny Machado's house last night. I hope they're cautiously optimistic.
Did they go to Manny's house?
Yeah, the rumor is they went and you and Manny took him out to a family-style dinner at one of their houses.
All right.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, dude, the video also, let's get into the video real quick. I'm not going to play the video because there's a reason why I got deleted, but you could see it on pretty much, if you look up. If you haven't seen the video yet, it is a video probably from one of the condos by Petco Park, and it was Roki Sasaki throwing a, flat ground bullpen with Ethan Salas catching and a bunch of dudes watching. And those dudes were Preller, Ruben, a lot of people. Mike Schilt probably was there. Roki was wearing the Padres gear. That's the only thing that I get throwing, a flat ground, doing that stuff. Wearing the Padres gear kind of got me hyped, bro. I was like, dude, And I heard, someone on Twitter was like, oh, well, Ohtani wore the Blue Jays gear before he left. Never saw a picture of that. I saw a picture of this. Hey.
Not only that, Matt. There's pictures of him wearing Padres gear in the past. There's pictures of him wearing Padres gear today. Up until this point, I've not seen him in anything Blue Jays or Dodgers. I've seen him in Padres gear twice. Okay, that's not to say that he's a Padre for sure, but sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire. Let's see. He said he saw a bunch of cars. All right, Landon, we're going to tap in.
All right, we're going on Landon's Twitter real quick. Landon.
Hopefully it's not nothing crazy when we go on there and get
Landon, that'd be an all-time Rick roll.
That would be an all-time troll. That being said, listen, I think Marco, dude, thank you so much.
Hey, man, thank you, Marco. DSG Army. Roki will be a pod. Hey, Roki of the year. Guys, Marco, thank you so much, by the way. My favorite profile pick. I'm going to be honest. Roki Sasaki coming to the Padres would be so massive for so many things. The memes we would make, the content, the excitement. Because right now, guys, listen. I mean, everybody, all you Padres fans know, this was the last, 3 months of Padres baseball. We're up 2-1 in the NLDS. And we're up 2-1 in the NLDS. 24 scoreless innings, lose to the Dodgers. Dodgers win the World Series. Dodgers sign Blake Snell. Padres have an ownership legal battle. Letting guys go. Tanner Scott. No, we haven't been in on any free agents other than Roki. Every single thing relies on this offseason. We get this guy. The offseason goes from an F to you re-sign pro and maybe make another move. That's an A offseason. An A offseason. We are one guy away from everything changes. And we have a legit shot. Even 30, Jennifer, I'd say 33%. I would say right now, shout out Canada. And if it comes back to bite me in the ass, I think right now it's Dodgers or Pods. And then if he goes to Canada, more power to you, Roke. But I think it's going to be one of these guys.
Matt, throw Marco's comment back up there. He has a great hashtag. And if he's a Padre, we're going to adopt this, all right? And Marco, we're going to give you all the credit. Roki of the year is a great hashtag if he's our starting pitcher in opening day for Rookie of the Year campaign, Roki of the year. So we're going to steal that one, but give all the credit where credit's due.
Yeah, shout out Marco. Like I said, awesome profile picture. I love the Roki of the year. Today's 50-50.
Marco.
Dude, yeah, 75-25. The Pods have life. And you know what? That video going viral, some people were saying, and especially because it got taken down, people were like, he doesn't care about his privacy, all this stuff. Bro, this dude has been doing a 3-month-long bachelor type tour of baseball. Like privacy, everything about this guy has been public. Like the entire baseball world is waiting on him to sign. He left early. Like, dude, he does a video of him throwing a flat ground. I don't think Roki really cares. I don't think that's going to be the reason. That's going to be the reason why Roki's like, I really liked Manny Machado and I really liked my idea of being in San Diego, but some random dude on Twitter posted a video of me throwing a flat ground.
Also, it's like, dude, if you're not trying to get anything seen by the public, why are you going to do it on the field where there's high-rise buildings surrounding and people can get a glimpse in? Like, I'm curious to know what or who in that sense reached out to tell Twitter. I believe it's Padres. What is it?
Pods please win. He's he's actually a really funny Twitter guy.
Great follow. Pods please win. Go give him a follow. But I'm curious who hit him up and said, yo, take that down.
Teller sent the SUVs, bro.
Dude, he got the SUVs outside of the crib, knocking on the door.
He wants to eat lobster with a monster.
You, they were about to have him swimming with the Coronado fishes if he kept that up. I'm saying. I'm interested to see what happens. I think. Listen, when we talked last week on last Wednesday and last Monday, I said that I was sitting at around 10% confidence level that Roki's a Padre.
Yeah.
I'm putting it up there right now. It's changed. It's significantly swung. I'm going to go 50%. He's a Dodger, 45%. He's a Padre, 5%. He's a Blue Jay. I still think the Dodgers have the edge, but I don't know, man. Listen, if it's like anything. It's like when you're in a debate, right? You get the last word, you might win that debate. You get the last interview, you get that last pitch. That's a good thing. You want to be the last.
We don't know if
be
the Dodgers get the
pitch.
last pitch or not, though, because especially with
does.
everything going on in
Maybe
LA.
they do. Maybe they do. But he was in San Diego today, and he gets posted on Wednesday. He was in San Diego. He was in San Diego he gets posted on the 15th, correct?
I thought it was the 17th.
I'm pretty sure he gets posted on the 15th. Somebody in the chat, please let us know. I'm almost positive it's the 15th. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, hand up. It's on me. John, where are you getting your sources? John, where are you getting your sources?
Right.
I need the sources.
You're right. You're right, Mees. You're right, Mees.
He gets posted on the 15th, which means that he can decide on the 15th, right?
Yeah,
he was in San Diego all weekend. He was in San Diego today, so that means that he was in San Diego Saturday, Sunday, Monday. By the way, that video looked absolutely beautiful in San Diego today. You know, it's a good place to be right now. I'm not going to lie. It's a good place to be. San Diego in the winter, sunny, 65. Roki's probably feeling it.
What up, Mark?
He gets to go eat some lobster on Manny's Beach House in
Lobster
Coronado.
was a monster.
Dude, I'm telling you, he gets to go to Manny's Beach House, probably get some fresh fish. I'm telling you, bro. They might even had Don Orsillo out there cooking for him. Who knows? They might have had the whole gang.
That's what I was gonna say. So I obviously knew that, and everybody kind of knows that. Yu Darvish is Roki's idol. Roki looks up to Yu Darvish. He played on Team Japan. He's friends with Yamamoto, friends with Otani. We get it. What really, really kind of threw me for a loop and really made me start to kind of believe that we have a legit kind of shot and that this is our guy. When you see Ethan Salas show up and catch that bullpen, and you hear Jackson Merrill was there, and you hear Jeremiah Estrada's following him on Instagram now. They were all there for the rodeo too. Like, they're going all hands on deck. And there's two things about that. One, as a Padres fan, you should be hyped that the team actually cares. And they're going for these free agents. They're going for these big dogs. Like, that is so awesome. Shout out AJ Preller, because the fact that these dudes are all in and really care is all I needed to see. Because as a fan, the last, 3 months, I've been kind of like, what the hell's going on with the ownership and all that stuff? Second, what? Like, what were you saying, Mike?
No, I was wondering what second was. You said second, then you didn't say anything.
Yeah, I was about to say something. You're cooking me right now, bro. But your face is. I was
curious. I was curious what you were gonna say.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I won't lie. Train of thought. I'm cooked now. I'm cooked. You cooked me, bro. Your face.
Now you can't blame that on me.
Bro.
Literally.
Oh no. My second thing.
You're Eminem in first round.
People say Manny Machado is a bad leader. People say all this bullshit, bro. People were like, "Oh, Yu Darvish, why do we sign this guy?" All this stuff, bro. This is why we signed Yu Darvish to that extension. He's a leader. If he gets Roki, that Yu Darvish signing, he's worth every penny. By the way, because think about it like this, Mike. Yu Darvish's salary, with how much little Roki's getting paid, it pays for itself, 100%. I would say live odds Padres plus 135 makes sense. I would say Dodgers is still a little bit of the favorite, just because I get it. I get why he would go to LA. I get it. And if this comes back to bite and we get all the fucking loser Dodgers fans in our comments saying, "Oh, he's not in San Diego," all shit. Hey, more power to you. Cook us all you want. Congratulations. But if he does sign with San Diego, we are going to be going crazy. World Series is back on. The second that pen hits that paper and that Instagram picture comes up, or the Padres tweet some shit and Jeff Passan says he's made his decision and he's coming to San Diego, we're popping bottles. We're doing dry January. We're popping bottles. I'll let other people drink it. We're popping bottles. We're going crazy. And guess what? If we get it wrong, we're listening to the sound of silence and we're sitting in the dark for a little bit. 100%.
Also, when you say if we get it wrong, we have no validity. We're fans like everybody in the chat. We don't have any sources that are telling us.
Sorry, I
know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But we're riding. Everything's hinging on Wednesday. I think people are saying that he's gonna wait until the 22nd or the 23rd to decide. Roki Sasaki is known where he's signing since probably 2021. I'm telling you, he's known.
That makes me think he's gonna be a Dodger.
And why is that?
Because if you said he's known since 2021,
Who's his idol?
And there's a bunch of videos of the Dodgers, Andrew Friedman out there, and you have Yamamoto. His agents, Yamamoto's agents. They have the same agent.
Yeah, but I believe that's also isn't a Padres agent. I believe it's Yu Darvish's agent as well.
Really? Are you just shooting the shit?
I swear on my life, because his agent was the one who has such a good relationship with Preller, because Preller was basically told Yu Darvish take as much time as he needs last year.
Chad, is he?
Darvish agent too. Go suck one, bro. Suck one. That's what I'm talking about. I know ball. Yeah, figure it out. Figure it out. Also, Dara.
Roki knows ball. Also, Dara. Shout out Dara, man. Roki is so important to the pods. He will allow Cash, Bateman, and Cruz develop while Joe and you age.
I'll tell you something, Dara. I'll tell you something. If we get Roki, Cash, Bateman, and Cruz, they're all not going to be Padres at some point, because it's Preller. That gives Preller a little bit too much wiggle room when it comes to trading. Mike, if you got an ace in the pen or ace in your back pocket, those three, you need somebody at the deadline. Hey, Cash, go enjoy Texas. Go have fun in Cincinnati. You're gone. That's what's going to happen.
We get this guy, and I really, and everybody knows too, like there's a reason why we're yapping about this guy and have been for the last 3 months. It's a franchise-altering signing if we get this guy. That's why and I don't want to get my hopes up, but I have to. I have to as a fan. And if it comes back to bite us, it comes back to bite us. But guys, how crazy would it be to get a top? So people are comparing him to Paul Skeens-esque rookie season. That's what they're comparing it to. That he'll have a Paul Skeens-esque rookie season. I think his streamer projections are like a 3.7 WAR. You have a rotation of Roki Sasaki, Michael King, Dylan Cease. Those three this year go up against anyone in baseball. Anyone in baseball.
He just turned 23. You have a guy that let's look at his
3 years younger than Tatis.
Pitched a perfect game, 2-time All-Star, essentially won the Rookie of the Year, 19 strikeouts in a MPB game. He is cracked. He's 23 years old. This is a franchise-altering player for minimum wage, essentially, in baseball terms. And correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe you know this or chat knows this. Does arbitration exist on a contract like Roki Sasaki? Is that something that he gets arbitration after a few years? So
I think it's like a rookie deal.
Salary? Okay. Well, listen, it changes the entire scope of this upcoming season. Yu Darvish is under contract. Oh my God,
Padres blogger, bro. Thank you so much. Best. Hey, if you don't follow my guy Mark Bartlett on Twitter, on Instagram, everywhere you can find Mark, YouTube. One of the biggest and nicest dudes in the Padres community, and he's always put us on, and we really appreciate you, bro. So thank you, Mark. You're the man. Can't wait to see you back at Petco this year. Hopefully for a Roki Sasaki start. Dude, I'm getting hyped.
Okay, I have a few things that we need to touch base on. Right? So Roki signs hypothetically, right? Where is he slot in the rotation?
All right.
And then the second is I think we have to develop a relatively decent spin zone right now for the unforeseen circumstance that he decides to not sign with the Padres. We have to develop a spin zone. It's what we do best. We figure out the path less traveled when things go wrong. So we just have to have it in our back pocket in case something
goes wrong. I got to read this comment. Padres blogger blocked me because I said something racist.
I mean,
that's a pretty real reason.
Pretty legitimate reason, yeah. Pretty sure that's valid, as some would say.
Have a good night, Mark. That's so fucking funny. So right now, if you were to ask, and I gotta, chat, let's have some fun tonight, man. Hey, regardless of what happens, we're live. NFL playoffs just happened. Vibes are high. If I'm saying where Roki Sasaki, let's say we have a 7-game series right now. I would pitch with our current rotation. Let's say Roki comes in. I got game 1, Mike King, game 2, Roke, game 3, Cease, and game 4, Yu Darvish.
Oh man, Derek, thank you so much for the donation.
Derek, thank you, bro.
That's incredible.
Section 118. Hey,
listen. 150 innings and a high 2 ERA rookie year thoughts. I will trade my left pinky for that, bro. I'll take it off my hand.
I would
don't
Lance
need-
Armstrong it, bro. I'd trade my left nut, 100%.
Dude, are you kidding me? 150 innings in a high 2 ERA? Like, dude, here's the one thing. I think I've been talking to my buddy Ryan from work, big Pods guy. He's pretty convinced. Listen, if we trade or if we get Roki, we trade Cease. I think it's the smart play. But dude, that three-headed monster of Michael King, Dylan Cease, and Roki Sasaki. I think Dylan Cease is low key because of that shaky ass playoffs. He's honestly become underrated by our fan base.
Oh, 100%. Myself included.
The guy was a workhorse, 189 innings, 224 strikeouts. All right.
No, the dude's a beast.
That is a fucking he's thrown in the last 4 seasons, 32 starts, 32 starts, 33 starts, 33 starts. He is a workhorse. That is a guy you need. If you want to win this year, I'm telling you, you got to keep Cease at this point. I know you need a left fielder. Resign Pro. If you get Roki, keep Cease. The expendable guy on the team, in my opinion. There's 2 guys.
Yeah, let me hear it.
I think Luis Suarez is a little bit expendable. I don't know how much you can get for him. That's the only caveat. But for financial reasons, like I think you can trade Luis and probably make the justification for it. And I think Robert Suarez is tradable. I think those are 2 guys that you can take some salary off the books. Are you putting a lot of stock in Jason Adam as your closer or Jeremiah Estrada as your closer?
Hey, AJ probably agrees with you, bro.
But listen, at the same time, you put a lot of value in Suarez as your closer after Hader left, and it worked out. Relievers, it's a hard position, obviously, to be a closer, but it's not something where you have to be like a top prospect to become a good closer.
Mike, I completely agree with you. I would say if there's one guy on the Pods that I expect to be traded this offseason before kind of opening day, it's Robert Suarez. And I know a lot of people, hey, Bobby's a beast, and I love Bobby, especially for what he's done. He's been on our team. He has an player opt-out after next year. If he has a good season, he's probably going to opt out because he can make more money, especially with how much money, Tanner Scott will end up getting. We'll see where that is. You trade Robert Suarez to a team like the Cubs who need a closer, or you trade him to the Orioles, who I know they have Felix Bautista, but like there's moves to be made. You trade Dylan Cease for a year, that's the most you'll get back. But if you get Roki and you keep Cease, you're a World Series contender, in my opinion. With
100%. Now, I want you to do why?
Yeah, we need to get this guy though.
I want you to do something for me. 21. Can you do? I want you to go on the Padres roster right now, and let's take a look at what the lineup looks like right now. Because this is why people are saying it's almost a must-have trade Dylan Cease. Can you pull up the Padres' current projected lineup for 2025? Because I'm gonna tell you something. It's real stinky. Yeah,
it's pretty bad right now.
We look at this. Look at the bench. Go down to the bench.
The bench is bad. The bench is bad. Wait, do they have the bench?
Go to the bench.
The bench is bad, bro.
That is the most stinky looking group of all time, dude. There's no depth. There's no one off that bench. Listen, you know where the D-backs were kind of nice last year? They were able to platoon Randall Grichuk and Jock Peterson, and they were both raw hitters. You can't do anything with that bench right now.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't do anything with the bench. Look at that. That's horrible.
It's a pretty bad bench.
Pitcher is going to be Campy. I still have Campy stock. I didn't sell all of it last year.
Yeah, but he's starting. Campy's starting.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man.
Like Brett Sullivan. Shout out Stockton. Shout out my fiance is from Stockton. She knew Sullivan growing up. Good guy. That being said, and actually Brett Sullivan, and it's funny.
No,
it's
dude, we're having Stockholm syndrome right now, bro. We're talking ourselves into these guys.
We're forgetting Mikey B. Hey, Kyrgyzstan and Merrill for the next 5 years will feed families. I saw a post today, Mike. They said, I think it was Bleacher Report, so you got to take it with a grain of salt. They said they think Merrill's going to have a Gunnar Henderson type year where he goes from Rookie of the Year candidate to an MVP candidate in 2025. The Merrill glaze, bro, the Krispy Kreme of Merrill, hey, we love it. If that happens with Toddy, Yeah, worst bench in baseball. There's no argument. That bench is terrible. So
I mean, worst bench in baseball of a team that's hoping to contend. We can put it there.
Exactly. Izzy has a great point. Izzy, shout out Izzy, man. I was about to say this. You read my mind, homie. Solano and Peralta came late in Feb. AJ will find bench pieces. One thing about AJ Preller, guys. Hey,
he always does.
This dude learned Japanese for Roki Sasaki. He speaks somewhat fluent Japanese for Roki Sasaki. Bro, this guy is a savant. He's a savant. Has he made some bad trades? Sure. Who hasn't messed up in their lives? Dude. People mess up all the time. If we didn't have AJ Preller, this franchise is cooked. Cooked.
You have to, as a GM, take risks. And the one thing no one can ever say about AJ Preller, and this is, listen, we've said shit before too. I think going into last season, after how bad 2023 was, we were saying it was a make or break year for him. And I think the one thing you can never say about him is that he's not entertaining. He always pulls out some stops to make the team entertaining, whether the team is ass and he fixes it by making stupid trades or brings, people into spring training that are like Nelson Cruz candidates, Matt Carpenter, and it doesn't work out. He had 1 year where he had Nelson Cruz and Matt Carpenter, and then he went David Peralta and Donovan Solano. Let's hope it's not an even odd, and let's hope he does it again with David Peralta and Donovan Solano rather than Nelson Cruz and Matt Carpenter. Yet to be determined. We're not spending any money. If we're not spending money, you have to get rid of either Cease or Rise, definitely Suarez, to free up some space to be able to go out and sign.
100%. The bullpen is
still in the market.
The bullpen is our biggest strength as a team, I think, especially with the guys we have coming up. And we're going to talk about those guys in other episodes too, but like the Bradley Rodriguez types. But real quick, let me give a shout out to Brady. Brady Martin would have loved to see Donnie Barrels stay. If you guys don't know, Donovan Solano has signed a deal with the Seattle Mariners, $3.5 million. Shout out Donnie B, bro. This guy, last kind of opportunity, he wasn't signed. He got like a minor league deal with the Pods, comes through, when he was an everyday starter near the end, wasn't great. But dude, as a bench piece, man, there was nobody I liked seeing come off the bench more or, get a spot start than Donovan Solano. He was a fan favorite. Always loved Donnie Barrels, man. Solano Beach. He had some big hits. Shout out Brady. Shout out Donovan. Congrats on getting that $3.5 million contract. Let's do some shout outs real quick. Lucas Johns, what's up, baby? Good to see you. 3.5 mil. That's not what we're going to give a bench piece right now. It doesn't seem like we have any money. That's also, isn't that insane, Mike? That 3.5 mil. If we get Roki's making 3 times less than that.
Yeah.
Than what Donovan Solano's making. We'll see, man. Also interesting. I like this comment real quick. Padres have been even odd since 2019. Do you believe in that? Because I low-key, even years were cracked. 2020, obviously make the playoffs. 2022, NLCS. Last year, one of my favorite seasons. Every year in between, 2021, collapse. So 2023, worst year ever. 2019, 2019 actually was kind of fun because that was Tatis's
first year. I don't fully believe in that. I think it's got some merit, but I do think that when you look at the 2021 roster, it was not good. Like, that was not a good team. Like, that was not a good baseball team to hope goes out there and wins. I believe we were pitching Jake Arrieta in the end of the year. Like, that team was ass, dude. That team was ass. So I'm not going to take the 2021 with too much, ups or downs. 2023 drastically underperformed. This year, the way that it stands right now, Matt, if I did without Sasaki, let's take Sasaki out of the picture. This team gets fielded on opening day right now, plays a whole year this way. They stay healthy. How many wins do they get?
With the rotation, how it is in the bench, I would say maybe like 79.
Yeah. I was going to say at best, at peak, 5,500 team.
Allie, someone said, introduce us to the girl in the back DSG. We see her. She does not want to be on the stream, but that's my fiance. She's the best. That's so funny. 98 wins. Juan, I love the confidence.
Juan, love that confidence.
Henry Fuentes. What up, Henry? What percentage do you guys think we have Roki? Mike said 45% before. I'm going to go around, 45%. I don't want to, say, guys, in all honesty, I know that he's threw a bullpen probably with the Dodgers and he threw a bullpen with the Blue Jays. the fact that video, like we saw that video, bro, like if he doesn't end up coming with us, bro, it's gonna really suck that much more because we saw it, bro. He looks sick. He looks sick in a Pods uni. Also, 79 wins. If we get Roki and we re-sign pro, that 79 wins goes to 86. Easy, bro. Easy.
Say that one more time. If we re-sign pro and sign Sasaki, it goes to 86.
I would say we get 80. I would put our
80. I'd put the over-under. Bro, I think Vegas has our over-under at like 89 wins right now.
We love Ryan, bro. That's my guy.
Am I tripping? Did you not see that?
Yeah, they have us. No, I saw that too. Yeah, which is insane. I hate to say it with that bench. If you're trying to win some money,
I'm hammering the under. If the lineup stays the same. No, but honestly,
interesting.
If the lineup stays at 89.5 wins, you don't want
89.5 right now.
This is actually Matt, keep that Profar comment on there because we should probably transition in a little bit of pro talk. You don't want Profar back. I understand people think it might have been a bit of a fluke year for Jerickson. But you got to look at his stats as a pod and his stats elsewhere. The guy was born to be a Padre. He was born to be a Padre. Every year he's played with us, he's performed. Last year, he was so clutch, came through so many times, had the best year of his career. I don't know, man. It would be very, very hard for me to see him in another uniform. I think if you give him 3 years, $30 million right now, he probably takes it.
Yeah, 100%. Mike, look at this right now. Kerry Miller, Bleacher Report predicts Profar to re-sign with the Padres this winter. He predicts it for $26 million. I don't know if that's 2 years or 3 years. Let me see.
I believe I saw that earlier. It was 2 years, 26. If they can somehow get that done, absolutely.
I would do it too.
Padres, Preller, what he should do is he should never again, after the Xander Bogaerts debacle, and maybe Xander turns it around, but regardless of how you look at it, 11 years for a guy who's in his 30s is just a bad contract. If he can keep the contract lengths to 2 to 4 years tops, those are where you need to be. You throw it a player opt-out, I don't give a fuck. You just keep it within that range. Nothing more, nothing less, unless it's a guy like Jackson Merrill. Profar. Okay, see now, guys, this is an issue I have with a little bit.
I agree with Spacebound, but sorry, I'll go back to that comment, Mike, and I'll let you cook. Sorry about that.
No, I was just gonna say I disagree with like the playoff arguments, right? Like you cannot fault somebody. Baseball is a tough sport. And I can't fault Profar for not having like a great playoffs. We would not even have made the playoffs if it wasn't for Jersey.
Dude, he had such a good year.
So that's why it's like that's where it gets tricky, right? Like you can say like, oh, he didn't come through and maybe he didn't perform.
Sleepy Bob.
But I don't know, man. I just think
I love the Sleepy Bob nickname, man. That's one of my favorites of all time.
It's a great one. It's a great one.
Sleepy Bob, man.
Sleepy Mike Tomlin.
2 for 20 with pro with an opt-out. Absolutely. He is a VAR piece, guys. And I actually had let me see if I could pull that up. But Nick Castellanos had a pretty interesting
I saw that
comment on Chris Rose's show where he's like, yo, I think Jose Iglesias should be the let me present it real quick. I'll show this to everybody. Share audio, share tab instead. Boom. Let's see. All right, let me know if you guys can hear this real quick.
Jose Iglesias ended up on the Mets and had a phenomenal year.
MVP of the National League.
Can you hear
Why?
me?
If you're looking at the MVP as having the most weight on creating wins for your team, there's no other player that has had that much weight as Jose Iglesias. Because I think with him being able to come in and bring that Latin spark, knock the ice off of Lindor, finally got Vientos probably comfortable to be able to be an everyday third baseman, and now a bunch of guys that look like they had no direction running in all different directions in the beginning of the year.
He kind of reminds me of Nate Diaz a little bit, bro. I don't know what it is about.
He's low-key. He seems like a great guy to crush a beer with, but he also seems sneaky dumb as rocks. See ball, hit ball.
Anyone else we should sign outside of Roki and Profar? Great question, Eli. We need a backup catcher. Would love. I think love's a strong word. I saw people say Yasmani Grandal. Me personally, I don't like Yasmani Grandal, dude. I never really liked him when he was a pod earlier. Kind of gives me bad energy. But he did have a kind of decent end of the season. People are saying Jose Iglesias for shortstop. People forget he was a pod, but he was what do you call it? He was in El Paso, and then obviously we didn't bring him up. Elias Diaz is who I was going to bring up. The issue with Elias Diaz is can't really hit. So you're like, shit.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. I think I kind of like. I hate that I like the Grandal play. I hate that I like it. I just think. I don't know. It just would be everything would come full circle if that guy retired as a Padre after him literally.
Do you remember when he cooked? Do you remember when he cooked the rotation?
What?
He said, I'm pretty sure Grandal said something about was talking shit about the pods for a little bit. Yasmani does have negative VAR. Jorge Alfaro throwing out the first pitch was still the funniest shit of all time, bro. I love that.
He was on the team the year before. It's like that's like a super senior coming back for the homecoming game.
So good, man. Shout out my guy. Yasmani stats. He's 36. I don't know, bro. I just don't like the guy, honestly. And if he ends up a pod, I'll root for him. Bro, sometimes you just don't like dudes, honestly. Campy does not have negative VAR. Guys, Campy just couldn't hit last year. When Campy's hitting, dude, Campy's a huge stoner. That's cool. I think Campy's go to Luis Campusano's Instagram and see who he's following. All chicks. The dude's the man. The dude's the man. He just needs to hit a little better. Will we spend money when we get Roki? How much?
That's a great question. I think
great question. And JD, thank you for the donation.
Yeah, JD, first off, thanks so much. Appreciate you always being in the chat. Means a lot for the donation. Regarding the question, will we spend money? I think yes, but I also think we'll trade somebody as a reflecting move on getting Roki. If we get Roki, we would trade Cease, to be completely honest.
You think so?
Good. Just frees up money to be able to spend elsewhere. You cannot.
What would you need back in a Dylan Cease trade? What would you need back?
I would trade him to the Orioles and get Heston Kjerstad.
Do you think
and
we can get him?
And then you don't have to go get Profar if you don't want to spend the money on Profar.
Thank you, Gio. Appreciate you.
You got a second year left fielder. I think they'd give him up for sure. Yeah, they have so many prospects, man. They traded
if we trade
Trevor Rogers last year. They gave up Connor Norby. They gave up Connor Norby and
they got close on that trade for Trevor.
Yeah,
Rogers.
But they gave him up. They're desperate for pitching, and Dylan Cease is an ace, regardless of how he pitched in the playoffs. To us, right from the outside viewer, when Cease's name starts to get trickled, teams are like, "We need Dylan Cease."
Dude, I'm telling you,
we need Dylan Cease. We saw it on more of a personal level because he gave up a 3-run home run while we were in Chavez Ravine getting beers thrown on us. That's why it's a little bit different. Okay, fucking numbnuts in Boston didn't get a beer thrown on him after Shohei hit the home run. That's the difference. Okay, so that's why people realize it.
If we trade Cease and Suarez and Cease, great question, Gio.
And Gio, thanks for the donation, Gio. Appreciate it.
Let's look real quick. This is a team I think we would trade these two guys to. And I wonder if you agree with me on who we can get back. Share my screen real quick.
Yeah, Gio, thanks for the donation.
Got it. Thank you again, Gio. Really appreciate it. So the two teams are the Chicago Cubs and the Baltimore Orioles. Those are the two teams I think are most likely to trade for Dylan Cease. Right now, the Cubs, who's their ace? Justin Steele?
Pretty good, but yeah, Justin.
He's solid, but you get if you're the Cubs, you just trade
Shota.
Oh yeah, Shota Imanga. You get Cease. I wouldn't love trading him to an NL team, but at the same time, I feel like you got to do what you got to do. On this list right now, do you think you can get a 1 year of Dylan Cease? Cubs have 1 million pitchers, dude. But they need a closer. Who's their closer right now? I don't think.
Do you think you package Cease and Suarez?
I think you package him, bro. I think.
Who do you get from that list though?
Look at this guy. Did y'all really get beers thrown on you? Hey, real talk. Sitting in the pavilion was really fun, bro. We had a good time. Dodgers fans were cool with us at least that night.
The most fun sporting event that we've been to as an opposing fan. And fortunately,
bro, this.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Look at this guy, bro. Kevin Alcantara.
Yeah, Kevin. I'm aware of. I've been following Kevin. Is he 6'6"?
6'6", bro.
What?
6'6", bro. Dude, look at this guy. This dude.
You think you could get? Bro. You think they'd give up Kevin Alcantara for Dylan Cease?
Bro, the VAR is flowing off this dude, bro. Oh, we could 100%. Are you their number 6 prospect? Absolutely, bro. For Dylan Cease,
well, take a look at his stats. Why is he number 6? Why is he not higher than number 6?
All right, we'll look at his stats right now. Career, great. He did great with the Cubs. No,
all right,
810.
If he goes into the master development factory that is the San Diego Padres, he'll turn it on.
Dude, bro, Alcantara's built bigger than Mike Evans. Bro, this guy's sick. I think it was Jennifer shout out Jennifer. You're always in the chat and you always have great comments. So thank you for always, being in here. She said, I heard Cease to Toronto. Hey, if that's the case, Roki, come to San Diego. Dylan, hey, top of the morning to you, lad. Oh, no, that's Irish.
Hey, no, that's Irish.
What is
I think Bud. You say Bud. That's Tim Hortons. Hey, go get you a coffee, Bud.
Jose, great point, brother. You trade Dylan Cease to the Cubs. You get back Javier Asada and Kevin Alcantara. Javier Asada because you're 4 guy, and he's from Tijuana. Ruben Niebla.
I don't know why
that Mexican connection would go crazy, bro.
I don't know why you keep saying Asada. It's Assad.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Loki would have been way sicker if his name was Javier Asada.
I was like, Carne Asada?
Javier Asada would have been way sicker than Asada.
Donation again, my guy. Matt,
sorry.
You quick on that? Dude, JD,
thank you, bro.
So much. Getting Roki should help us get the TV deal. If the Seidler bros don't spend and rush the owner's suite. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, the Seidler bros are running into a tricky situation here. This is a big fish to fry.
Oh, man.
If you get Roki Sasaki, that keeps the fan base off your back a little bit, even though they have nothing to fucking do with it. It's all AJ Preller. If
that lawsuit's going to.
But, yeah. Matt, if you get them, that gives you an off season of, all right, we got Sasaki. You guys, you guys figure it out while we enjoy this new legend that's on our team. If you don't get Sasaki and he goes to the Dodgers and you make no moves, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, there's going to be they do not want to show.
There's going to be some Luigi Mangionis running around, bro.
Okay,
no, sorry.
They don't want to. They won't want to show their face. We don't promote that.
We do not promote that.
They don't want to show their face at Petco Park, bro. There will be people that are like throwing Modelo's and tacos and fucking pizza and soft serve ice cream helmets at them as they're walking around. They'd be too afraid to step in the vicinity. They need this guy.
Bro, I bet they're Dodgers fans. I bet they want them to go to LA.
And we got a big super chat there.
We got two different donations.
Super chat.
The Orioles for Samuel Basallo. I'm pretty sure Basallo is a catcher, which honestly, with Salas coming up, I don't know if that's who we should get. I would kind of rather have Kyrgyzstan, but I get it. And shout out Dara, you're always in the chat too. You're the best. $30 donation.
Now first off, what an amazing donation, Roki, the San Diego Samurai. Thank you so much for the donation. Means so much. The comment is what I really want to focus on. Here, because you know AJ cooked already. What does he know? What do you know?
Yeah, Roki, the San Diego Samurai.
Roki,
Dude, imagine if Roki Sasaki announced and
we get a
call in. Yeah, we get like a message like, "Yo, can I join? Can I join the stream real quick?"
Dude,
shout out. Hey, thank you so much for the donation, bro. I appreciate it. Basalo is better than Salas. So yeah, I guess. But then also if I don't know, honestly. I was gonna say, I was like, I think they have a lot of faith in Salas, man.
We got
Roki following the DSG would be the funniest shit of all time, bro.
It would break the internet. It would break the internet. Matt, we got one more super chat in there from Gio. If possible, you think Vladdy comes to the pods at any point? Can we get rid of Jake? Honestly, Jake's contract looks bad.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look, with the landscape of contracts for hitters right now, it doesn't look that bad.
I completely agree.
I think he's still kind of expendable when it comes to being able to be traded. People can always use kind of a utility infielder on not like too large of a contract, but the pods would probably have to pay a little bit of it off.
Yeah.
That being said, Vladdy, very, 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 very unlikely that Vladdy is a Padre. That is I personally love Vladdy. I would hope that he stays a Blue Jay because I feel like teams like the Blue Jays having like a franchise guy go away,
it's like if Tatis left us.
It just devastates the community. So for the sake of the Blue Jays and their fans, I hope that that Vladdy stays. If he goes anywhere else, I'd love it to be the Padres. I don't know. I don't think we have the money to spend though.
But that's the thing, Mike. I actually do think we have the money to spend, and we just need those Seidler bros to get out of there, bro. I did hear from a source that.
Oh yeah, let's hear this. Let's keep it. I'm
gonna keep it very vague. I'm gonna keep it very vague. Oh, I could see him an Angel just like his dad. I had a phone call with a friend from college who had official scoop. Friend from college gives me a call on Friday, out of the blue. Haven't really talked to him on the phone in a minute. Great guy. Lets me know that he has a family member who worked very closely with Peter Seidler, very wealthy guy, and says they're all on Team Shield, and that Shield has the backing of these guys. A lot of these guys in the organization are like, where did these brothers come from? And pretty much is saying it's going to take a little bit, but Shields wants the team. And once she gets the team, she's going to spend money. It's going to go to court. It's going to take a while. That's why getting Roki is so important because he's cheap. But it might not be this offseason where we're paying the bucks. But if Shield comes back and gets control, a Vladdy type signing will be back in business. With the Seidler brothers, not going to happen. That's all I'm going to say. Not saying who my source is or anything like that.
There's definitely more.
Also, Roki, don't worry about what I know. Just trust. Respect, bro.
Dude, thank you for the donation again, Roki. You're coming through clutch. Really appreciate the donation, and I am putting all of my stock into Roki, the San Diego Samurai, right now, and what he's telling us.
I will say, dude, Manny Machado doesn't give those follows easy. That's all I'm going to say, bro.
We tried.
Yeah, I'll say if we see the Tatis follow, that's when we know it's real. But man,
well, let's think about who is there today, right? That, in my opinion, nothing screams captain more than Manny inviting over the biggest potential signing since himself to his house for dinner with Yu Darvish and their families.
Mike.
Let's see.
This is the homie Landon that was in the chat. Also, shout out Mark Bartlett. This is Pods Bloggers, if you guys don't know. Can't wait to get rid of that. Gio, thank you, bro. I cannot wait for that either. But this is some good scoop real quick. So Mark, if you don't follow him, that's Pods Blogger. He isn't Pods Blogger on Twitter, but really cool dude. And he was in the chat earlier. Great guy. And he has a lot of sources. According to source, Roki Sasaki not only going full Petco Park experience, but was also welcomed into a player's home for dinner with Padres players, coaches, and front office. Darvish and Manny made key roles hosting while Roki was in town. Sasaki values a family-oriented, close-knit environment. Pods made a strong impression during their second meeting. But this is what Landon says. So shout out Jose. He might be in the chat right now, one of my favorite guys. If it was Machado's Coronado Mansion, we might be cooking. I agree. But Landon says, my intern is next-door neighbors to Manny. I need to ask if group came over. And these are the texts. Juan. You see guys pull up. We actually did. They came to San Diego for one day and went back to Miami. You see Roki? Nah. Who'd you see? I mean, I saw a few people a couple days ago. Who? A woman. Now this is kind of crazy. I didn't read this before, so I don't know. I thought this was a little bit better of a scoop.
I asked the person that lives with her. They only came for a day. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I understand. It was probably.
But there were cars. I will cry. And I asked the person. Yeah, he told me they only came for a day to Manny's. Yeah. All right.
So here's. Let me give you my context clues of what I got from that. They went to Manny's. Roki, the San Diego Samurai. My goodness, thank you so much for the
this guy might be Roki with the money.
Might be. He knows that contract's coming. He's plugging us. Hey, appreciate you, Roki. 103 fastball, nasty splitter. Couldn't sound better. You're telling us, man. Imagine opening day. Obviously, Michael King's going to be the starter, but imagine on opening day when they're doing their introductions, the roar and reaction that Roki Sasaki would get standing on the baseline, with the Padres at first baseline. Roki Sasaki. Place would erupt, dude. It
Mike,
would erupt.
And I'm not trying to sound like I see people that are like, I posted a video once, they're like, oh, like all the Dodgers fans are like, oh, you're a beggar, all this stuff. Bro, the Dodgers have enough guys. They got Blake Snell. Otani's pitching again. Mike, they got Blake Snell. They have Otani pitching again. Otani's pitching again. Yamamoto, Tyler Glasnow, and Emmett Sheehan. They have 10 dudes that could be their number 5. The Padres right now have Mike King, free agent next year. Dylan Cease, free agent next year. Yu Darvish, 550 years old. Joe Musgrove, IL. Matty Nux, Randy Vasquez, maybe Cali B.
We need him badly.
We need him. Hey, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're a beggar, motherfucker." I'll be on my knees begging. Pause. I'll be begging. I'll beg all day, all night if we get this guy. I don't care. We need him. We need him, bro. We need him.
To follow up first, we got a couple more super chats in the chat.
Yeah, dude. Real
Marco,
quick.
that video. Marco said that video of Roki pitching and Brown as Dodgers fans in a chokehold. It has us in a chokehold. I'm getting choked out by that video. Pause. Big pause. I'm getting suffocated by that video.
Chill, bro. Chill.
No, honestly though, I can't. We haven't had something go right for this franchise.
Wild, dude.
In a while. When you really think about it, I wanted to develop a list, and I almost did this last week, and I'm just going to spitball here. All right. So 2021, epic collapse, team chokes. We had to start pitching Jake Arrieta.
Tatis and Manny fight.
2022, Tatis extension, things are looking up. Huge move. We haven't signed for a long time.
That's 2021, going into 2021, but I know what you mean.
2022, things are looking up. We're going to get a full season. Everything's looking good. Motorcycle crash. All right. Now we're fucked. Motorcycle crash. Okay. Everything's looking good. Season's, we're halfway. We're not looking great, but there's a lot of room for improvement. Holy shit, we got Juan Soto. This is the biggest day of franchise history. Tatis is coming back in a month. We're going to be set for the playoffs. PED suspension. All right. We go into the playoffs. Oh, my God. We beat the Dodgers. We upset them. We're going into the NLCS. We're playing the Phillies. We're favored. We're going to Philadelphia 1-1. We're up 4-0. 4 runs given up by Mike Clevenger. All right. Now we lose that game. 3-1 series. We're winning. Not 8th inning. Robert Suarez, who's been nails all year, comes in. 2-run home run. Harper hits the swing of his life. We're out. 2023, okay, well, Tatis is back for a full season. I'm going all in. Tatis is back for a full season. We're all excited. Okay, Tatis is missing the first 20 games, but we have him, Soto, Xander Bogaerts. Oh my God, we got Xander Bogaerts. He's one of the most all-time greats for the Red Sox. We're so excited. I can't believe we got Xander Bogaerts. He's ass. We're ass. Team sucks. Soto gets traded in the offseason. 2024, great year.
Such
great
a good year, man.
24 scoreless.
Bro, that's the thing that really kills me, man. 2024 was
this
so good.
is something that can actually go our way.
We need it.
We need it.
We need it, man. We
change
really
everything.
need it.
We need it. Finally,
Bro.
we need something. We need something.
I hate Mike. I hate's a strong word, but I really don't like Mike Clevenger either. Or Shamanaya. Now, obviously, Shamanaya finds out how to be a good pitcher in New York. Thanks, buddy. Probably would have made the World Series if you didn't know how to throw.
And also
meatballs, bro.
Click on AZ Fryer's comment there. Don't let Roki hear this. No, Roki needs to hear this, and the reason why is because he is the savior.
Yeah,
Roki is the savior. Listen, the team is in such a good position for the future. Roki Sasaki, the beauty of Roki Sasaki is, Matt, like you were saying, Michael King, he's going to be a free agent.
I think we'll extend him.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, in theory, they're both coming up on free agency. Yu Darvish is older. Joe Musgrove's coming back from a Tommy John next year. Yeah. Roki Sasaki has a legitimate chance to be the ace, the opening day starter as a 24-year-old for the San Diego Padres. He will not be the opening day starter for the Los Angeles Dodgers at any point in his career. That's the truth.
Hey, this is a real point.
Yamamoto is making $350 million. Roki Roki Sasaki will never be above him in terms of starting and who gets the ball because he's getting paid more. It's the way it works.
Bro, they also just won the World Series. Yamamoto's already good with Dodgers. Hey, Yamamoto's chilling. Otani's the golden goose. Roki goes to the Dodgers. What? You're the oh, yeah, we have that other guy too. Oh, he's pretty good. Good. Hey, good for him.
They don't care. They don't care. They don't know pain. They do not know pain.
They don't know pain, bro.
Dude, that's my issue with these fuckers. My issue with these fuckers, bro, on Twitter. Oh my God, I really can't emotionally prepare myself for when if he doesn't sign with us. Why do you care? You had everything. You had Shohei Ohtani making $2 million on your team.
The football team, bro. They got our football team.
Player of our fucking lifetime is on your team playing for $2 million, and you're gonna sit here and say, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna crash out if we don't get Sasaki." Why the fuck would you crash out? You have everything on a silver platter handed to you. Everything. We're begging for scraps. And Sasaki is the one main course that we can maybe get, okay? And it's dog food to you fuckers, right? But for us, this is a fillet. This is a T-bone. This is a fucking tomahawk steak, okay?
It's pretty good.
I'm tired of it.
This is pretty good, man. That's an all-timer. Hey, everybody in the chat, hey, give dubs to Mees, bro. Meezy's special, bro. Meezy's cooking. Gio, thank you for the donation, brother. Future's bright. Hey, guys, the future. The Roki signing makes it so that for the rest of the 2020s, the Padres are a team. No rebuilds, no bullshit like that. The Roki signing changes everything. That's why it's all hands on deck. If he ends up going to the Dodgers, forget him. Hey, congrats, man. We'll have to figure out some shit out. Guess what? We're still going to be here. Shit happens. If he comes to the Pods, we're popping bottles. We're celebrating like crazy. If he's a Blue Jay, what the fuck, man? Hey, I guess congrats.
Like Blue Jays, you tip your cap.
Hey, Blue Jays, Blue Jays, good for him. Enjoy the Tim Hortons. But if he, and shout out my guy LA for life, bro. Not all Dodgers fans are bad, just a few of them. If he goes to the Blue Jays, it would actually be pretty funny. Shout out Game 14.
That would be him actually being the first guy to not just finish second on the Blue Jays and actually like go to the Blue Jays. And actually, it'd be like kind of a rewarding, heartwarming story.
Mike, he's 23 years old. He's like,
23, dude.
Merrill's what, 21, 22?
Merrill's
Leo,
20.
you get Leo, you get.
Merrill's only 21, dude.
Bro, Merrill, Roki, Leo.
Yeah,
it's a new wave, bro. It's an entirely new wave. And like someone mentioned earlier in the chat, that makes it so the Cash Mayfield type character, hey, Preller's going to cook. Preller will rebuild that farm. He's shown it time and time again. He will rebuild that farm. You know how much easier it is to rebuild a farm if you have a Cy Young caliber pitcher on a rookie deal for the next 6 years. Changes everything. Everything. And all we got to do, real talk, man, just pray. Pray to the baseball gods. Pray to whatever God you believe in, because guess what? He's going to make a decision within the next few days. And if he chooses the Pods, it's crazy. We are pod. And if he doesn't, we got a lot of shit to figure out.
Hey, there's a good comment in there from Eli. If you go up a little bit, odds we see Salas in the bigs this year. I think it's pretty high. Listen, if you're gonna start throwing out
to hit a little bit more.
Grandal or somebody, if you're gonna go sign one of these characters, what obviously development is important when it comes to players. Salas looked like he turned it on pretty well in the fall league. Looked like he started to figure it out a bit. I say if he has a good first half of the year, first 3 quarters of the year, I don't see an issue with bringing him up, man. There's a reason that he's a top prospect. The defense is there. If you're going to go and get a guy like Elias Diaz, who doesn't really have the bat there, Salas is as good as a defender. What's the point? You know what I mean? Like, why not get the guy some big league ABs? I think it's obviously going to be determined by how he performs in the minors to start out the year, but I know he's going to be on the spring training roster, so we're going to see a lot of him during spring. That's for sure.
Man, bro. What? So, we're going to call it an ep and a stack. It's been an hour, and shout out all you guys, man.
Yeah, what a stream, man.
We have 240 people in this chat right now on YouTube, and people are watching on Twitter.
You guys are the best.
Appreciate all you guys. Honestly, it means a lot, and it shows that the Padres fan base is legit, and we want a winner. That's pretty much what I'm seeing. We sold out again, 3rd straight year in a row, selling out season tickets. The city's there. The fan base is there. We just need a couple moves, and this is the move. We get him, we're rolling. My last thing, Mike. If you're Manny Machado and Yu Darvish, what was your pitch to Roki at that dinner when you have him over? Because if I'm Roki, you know, I'm listening to you. You give me a minute speech of why I should choose the Pods over
why
I learn Japanese. I love that shit.
so
Hi. Thank you, Michael.
If I'm Manny, the way I position it is I'm explaining why I decided to come to San Diego. There's no one that's more of a listen, you know how unfavorable coming to the Padres was when Manny Machado decided to do it? We were not even on the blueprint of teams that were looking into it. They had him walking into Yankee Stadium. They had him walking into the Phillies. They had him walking back over to, like Red Sox, everywhere imaginable outside of San Diego, and he ended up signing with the Padres. If I'm Manny Machado, I'm explaining exactly why I did that. And people are going to say, oh, he did it because they gave him the most money. Oh, he went there. No shit. Obviously, anybody's going to get the most money. They're going to look at that place a little bit harder. But I do think Peter bought him in a little bit, honestly. Peter Seidler had a vision. Manny Machado is following through on that vision. And Manny Machado is going to pitch that vision to Roki Sasaki. There is some fluctuation in ownership right now. Obviously, it's not where we want it to be. But that doesn't take away from the stability that AJ Preller's had as a GM. Manny Machado's been on the team for somehow already over a half decade, and he's going to be on the team for another decade. Yu Darvish, his idol, the pitcher, it's like Matt. It's like if you became a WWE wrestler and you were like WrestleMania with John Cena. Like,
yeah,
or
I'm
you
signing
get
up.
WrestleMania with Seth Rollins, and you're like, well, Seth Rollins is really good, but like, I'd rather go do it with my fucking idol growing up. Like, that's the way that it
that's
is.
a fantastic analogy,
You know
bro.
what? This is a sad thing. It's a sad thing to say, right? Like, it's if we get Sasaki, he's under contract for 6 years.
The Samurai guy is insane, bro. I love
amazing.
this dude.
It's only going to be 6 years, right? Guaranteed on contract. And then after that, he has the opportunity to go and play elsewhere. But he gets to play with his idol for 4 years guaranteed, right? That is what I pitch if I'm Yu Darvish. It's kind of crazy for Yu Darvish to be like, I know I'm your idol. Come and play with me. Like, that's kind of a crazy way to say it. But like,
that sounds crazy how you said it. I'm come play with me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's big pause. That's on you. That's on you.
That's a big pause.
But you know what I mean? I'm just pitching it like this. You have an opportunity to do something and make a change into a franchise. You're not going to make a dent into the Dodgers franchise. You're not going to. You're not revolutionizing a team that's won 2 World Series, 1 legitimate in the last 5 years. You're not going to make a dent. But this team's never won anything. And you have the opportunity to be a part of a team that sets the tone, changes an entire organization, changes an entire city, and obviously the weather's better, real estate's better. Living, in downtown San Diego, you live on the water. It's just a great place to live. So,
I mean, bro, I'm signing up if I hear that. One last shout out to my guy Samurai. Roki signing with the Pods. After that, y'all follow me, brother. I'll follow you right now, man. We're an easy follow. Just ask, guys. Like I said, all we got to do is wait now, man. Hey, say a prayer to whatever God you believe in. If it's a baseball God, if it's, God, if it's, any other type of God, say a prayer. Hope that Roki signs with us and let's party, man. Because if he does, it's going to be a special, special next few years in San Diego. And guess what? Even if he doesn't, we're still going to make shit happen. But it would be very nice if he does. Thanks everybody for joining. Show him Skid Row and it'll turn south. It's pretty good. Quote of the year: live in the water. Hey, respect.
Live in the water.
Hey, I love it, man. I love it.
What a stream, everybody in the chat. You guys are the best.
We're fucked if he doesn't. Yeah, it ain't looking good. All right, I'll talk to you guys later, man. Thank you.
Hey, everybody, have a great night.